Hi everybody, how are you all? Hope you're doing great. So how's your English speaking practice going? Is it going great? Well, that's good to know that it's going great. Okay, today I have a very interesting video for you where I'm going to tell you some English speaking practice tasks, not the techniques. I'm going to tell you the tasks. And all of these tasks are related to either speak out loud or read out loud technique. So we are going to focus on these two techniques and we're going to discuss 5 different tasks that you can do. I know whenever I say speaking practice or I say read aloud, you must think that reading out loud means reading a book simply, right? It's not like that. There are a lot of things, a lot of tasks, different tasks that you can do when I say read aloud, when I say speak out loud. So the variety of tasks that you're taking will increase your fluency and increase your confidence in speaking different kinds of situation. Okay, so if you take various speaking tasks, it develops your fluency in a lot of areas and without you realizing it. Are you ready for this? I'm Shivangi Gupta, your CELTA certified English language tutor, and you're watching Speak English with Shivangi. Before moving forward, I would like to request you to please subscribe the channel so that you don't miss out on any video that I post daily. Also like the video and share it with your friends. So let's move forward with the lesson today. Let's move with the 5 speaking tasks that you can do at your home alone. So practicing English alone is a big task, I know. And how to do that? That's a big question. So you are always on a lookout for different kinds of tasks that you can do without a partner. So this is a great way to practice your English alone at home. These 5 tasks that are gonna cover you at least for a week. I'm sure about it. So good to go for a week. Okay. So the speaking out loud. Speaking task number 1 is read out loud a newspaper. So reading out loud a newspaper is a great way to develop your vocabulary plus to practice your English. Okay, now a lot of times you people ask me in my live sessions that ma'am, are newspapers really helpful and how to utilize them? And I always tell you that one resource can be used in a lot of ways. And today we are going to use the newspapers to read out loud. Now when you're reading out loud a newspaper, you're going to learn lots of vocabulary. You are speaking out ready-made sentences, phrases, and if you're a working professional, reading out loud a newspaper is beneficial for you because the format of language that is used in newspapers, it's a bit formal. So if you're referring to formal articles, for example, related to finance, business, management, ministry, okay, you will find healthcare, you'll find quite formal language there. And when you will speak them out loud, believe it or not, after some time, you will adopt that formal tone too in your speaking practice. So reading out loud newspapers, that's a great way to practice your English speaking. Take an article and speak it out loud. Do it once, twice, and thrice. And if you're hesitating, like what will your family think? A lot of people, they don't do these tasks. They don't practice English at home because they think that what will others say? They're your family. They're going to understand that and they will support you. So why we practice our English alone at home? So that we can gain that confidence. We can develop that confidence to speak English outside in front of other people. So do that. Read a newspaper out loud. It will hardly take your 5 minutes and that's something that you can do on a daily basis. Speaking task number 2. Sing along to the songs. Now this is a great way to do your speaking practice which focuses on pronunciation. Pronunciation is something that a lot of people neglect completely. And is it really good to neglect pronunciation? I say that if you are doing your speaking practice, try to include pronunciation from the beginning rather than taking it at the end. Okay, so when you include pronunciation from the beginning, it helps you gain fluency faster and in a correct way. So what you're speaking, that's going to be more accurate, and you will gain fluency faster because your fluency is dependent on your pronunciation. If you're not pronouncing things correctly, it's gonna compromise your fluency a lot. So if you want to speak fluent English, one way to practice English speaking is sing along with the songs. So when you're singing along with a song, you are speaking English, you're practicing, you're learning vocab, and you're learning pronunciation because you have a correct model of pronunciation and you're trying to repeat exactly what the singer is saying. So when you repeat exactly that, you are practicing pronunciation too, which is important. So a great way to practice your English speaking skills when you're alone at home. Put your headphones on, put an English song on your mobile phone, and then just listen to the song and sing along with it. Speaking practice number 3. Speak out loud with a podcast. Yes, just like songs, podcasts are something that are not just there for your listening practice. Okay, listening something is very easy, but then speaking English out loud is difficult. Now, podcasts are a great way to enhance your speaking skills and practice English. What's happening is, just like read aloud, you can read the transcript. Listen to the podcast, okay? Whenever you're listening to a podcast, there is a transcript given there. When you're watching a YouTube video, even then there is a transcript given just below the video in the description box. So whether you're listening to a podcast or you're watching a video, you will get a transcript. Open that transcript up, and as you're listening, at the same time, read aloud the transcript. What is written? Now this is going to be great because you're listening and practicing the same thing exactly at the same time. This is not shadowing. Do not confuse this with shadowing. Okay? Shadowing is where you do not use any written material at all. That's totally different. It's a technique which is very focused and it's an intense advanced technique. It's not something easy. Okay, this is read aloud technique. Reading podcast, the transcript of a podcast while you're listening. So what you're doing is you're reading out loud with the audio, along with listening to the audio. Okay, and this is going to enhance your English a lot, and you will listen to good English and you're gonna practice speaking good English. It's like you're not even making any efforts for forming any sentences. You're just speaking exactly the good English that is required to speak. Speaking task number 4, and that is read out loud a book. Our favorite traditional read out loud method. We cannot miss that, can we? No. So reading out loud book is a great way to practice speaking. You're just not reading something. No, you're speaking English, and that is a good form of English. This kind of sentences that you're speaking, they are already ready-made accurate sentences. Okay, the ideal English that you need to speak. You're speaking that. So read aloud is a great way to practice your English speaking. Take a book, okay? Take something easy at the beginning. Do not take something so difficult where you don't know the meaning of the words, because then it'll create a problem for you. So take something that is easy. I suggest take either a children's literature, a children's novel, or you can even take a magazine. It will have easy language, okay? Now, speak everything out loud and at least do it for 2 pages. Do that, because just reading out loud 1 page is not enough. Read out loud 2 pages. Whenever you are speaking, read out loud 2 pages. It's not that always you have to learn the vocabulary. Sometimes just reading out loud is enough. Sometimes paying attention to the vocabulary after that read out loud session is important. But if you're always going to do this, this is going to become a very hectic task. So do not create a hectic schedule. No. Just sometimes use it for your speaking practice. Just read aloud and just that, nothing else. And this is going to be a great way to practice your English alone at home. Speaking task number 5. Now this is speak out loud task. This is not a read out loud task. This is a speak out loud task. And that is narrate your day. So at the end of the day, you can narrate any one particular event from your whole day, or you can narrate your whole day to yourself. This is a great way to do your speaking practice because you don't have to find a topic, you don't have to search for a topic, you already have a topic. So one great way to do your speaking practice is speak out loud about your day. You can talk about what happened in the morning, maybe something that happened at the office, something that happened when you were going to the office on your way. Maybe you got late for work, maybe you reached there early, maybe you got appreciated, maybe there was so much work to do, maybe there was a meeting, whatever it is, talk about it, speak about it out loud. And this is going to be a great way to practice your English speaking skills alone at home. Okay, so these were the 5 speaking tasks for today. Do all these speaking tasks that I have told you. Utilize the resources in different manners. Now utilize these resources not just for reading but for your speaking practice too, whatever resources I have told you today, and see the difference in your fluency. That's it for today. That is the lesson. Now I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Till then, take care and bye. And also keep practicing your English.